Good morning. This is the first. It's Wednesday, November 9th, and it's the day after the election, and I'm feeling like a lot of you, like I don't know how to get up and face the world. Um, my phone's been jumping off the hook. It's just been crazy. It's been ridiculous, and I feel like I need to be here in bed because it's the only place that feels safe, if you know what I mean. But I did run out for coffee this morning and I watched people's shock and their trauma. And I thought to myself, how can this be? But I remember that joyous moment in 2008 when I was living in Ghana and woke up to discover that the world had just elected a new president. And I do mean the world because we're all in this together, even though it was the president of the United States and we were talking about Barack Obama. But that there were also, for as many of my ancestors and my family who said that it was a day that they never thought they would see in their lifetime. And they meant that with pride and with praise and with a true belief in a better way. There were some other people back in 2008 who felt that they had also arrived at a day that they would never see in their lifetime. And today is their day. Today is their day. It's the day that they thought that they would never see and that we thought was never possible. And this is so much not about Trump or Hillary or any of the other candidates. It's really about what it means to be human and what it means to embrace our humanity. You know, as long as we wake up and get out of the bed and go face a world where I've got to get mine and you've got yours to get, as long as we wake up every day and get out of bed and go and fight in a world and participate in a world and compete in a world where I hold a sense of entitlement because of the color of my skin or the thing that swings between my legs or what my parents did because and how they came here, whether they came here in chains or on a boat or over a wall, whatever it is you want to say. As long as we wake up and go out into a world every day where you feel more entitled to clean air and fresh water than I do, where wealth is what defines your worth, as long as we wake up every day and get out of bed and go face a world where being human and engaging other people at the level of our humanity is not the most important thing you can do in any single moment of your day, we're going to continue to have days like this. I have felt this day and felt this way many days before. The first time was with Rodney King. The most recent time was with Michael Brown. But there were many other times in between that. There was 9/11. I felt this way, this trauma. And so what I want to say to you is we have to find another way to be American. We have to create another pathway that we hold ourselves accountable to. We have to re-educate ourselves in such a way that to be American is not built on the narratives of a revisionist past, but is built on the truth, a truth where all voices, starting with the Native American community that right now is fighting for its own existence in North Dakota, get counted. All the misinformation that guides the decisions that we make every single day, not just on election day, but every single day, needs to be dismantled. And we need to be willing to engage that. Or else, why get out of bed and go into the world and attempt to be functional? Why get out of bed and go into the world and attempt to be loving and human and embrace others? And pay attention to what people don't say. When I briefly got out of my bed this morning and went across the street, I saw all kinds of people in trauma. White people, black people, everybody was saying that they were shocked. But what I didn't see were looking at each other with compassion, saying, I'm with you. Are you with me? So whether you're with her or whether you were with him, who are you with today? Because all we have is ourselves. Now, I've done these little talks sporadically, and they've all been motivated by some tragedy, something that really pierced my soul, and like today has. And not only because of the outcome, but really because of the ignorance that has guided the choices that we've made today and the path that we've set ourselves on for tomorrow. But I'm a firm believer that we can turn this around. I'm a firm believer that, like I am about to do when I get off of this conversation, I can get up, I can steel my resolve, and I can go out into the world and hold through my behaviors, through my uncommon efforts and my steadfast focus and my compassion and my humility and my optimism, I can hold in your example, as an example, another way to be American. And I want to ask you if you're with me in that. If that's something that you're willing to do, then let me know. We can do it together. Because the path that we're headed on is not a beautiful path. It's not a beautiful path in the U.S. It's not a beautiful path in Britain. It's not a beautiful path. Every place on this planet, there is a retrenchment toward not the celebration of our differences and the leveraging of our humanity, but more of what we've seen, more of the revisionist truth that has come to bring us to this place that we are. So I'm not here. There are going to be a lot of people talking about what we would have, could have, should have done, but I don't want to have that conversation. I actually want to talk about what we're going to do and what we're going to do that's different. What we need to do is make sure that we all do this together. So I guess the Toby Talks are back, and I'll be posting these on YouTube, so please follow me there. But more importantly, I want to begin a conversation with you. So if this is something that you care about today, then notice that you may want to care about it less tomorrow. Don't fall back into the easy, comfortable, normative space of we gonna be all right. This isn't about slaying the dragon necessarily. This is about building a land where dragons don't exist. This is about not fighting on the battlefield that we've been fighting on for centuries, that our ancestors have fought for. This is about actually going to a place where the concept of war doesn't even exist. It's not a notion. It's not a possibility. That's the America that we can create. Okay, it all starts with an idea. It all starts with what we believe we deserve as human beings. Not black, not white, not male, not female, not American or other, but as human beings. I want clean air and I want clean water, and I can only have it if I protect it for you. I want a safe home and a family and a bright future, and I can only ensure that for myself if I'm willing to defend it for you. That's the human conversation that we should be about in this country. Now, I'm really excited because in a way, we've blazed a path for what's possible next. And our outgoing president and first lady, I have every confidence, will be a part of how we get there next. So now's the time to sit down, each of you, as you get out of bed, and ask yourself, what is the America that you want to see over the next 4 years? Just write down 3 qualities or characteristics that you want to see in the leadership of this country: the presidency, the Supreme Court, your state and local elected officials. Not what you want them to do for you, but how you want them to show up. What are the character traits that you want to see, that you will hold them accountable for? Focus on that. And let them know. Let them use this device. Let them know through social media. because everything comes out of that. It comes out of the way in which we shape our responsibilities. And I understand, Marjorie, it's okay to be depressed. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. I understand that a lot of us are there, but it is not where we stay. It is what we get through to get to the other side. So be depressed today, withdraw, do what you have to do, eat your ice cream, go there, pray, whatever it is that works for you, do it today, because tomorrow, you all, we have work to do. But we have work to do not to fix what's broken, but to create a parallel possibility, an alternate universe. We have to start focusing on not just getting to the top of the mountain, but making sure that what's waiting for us on the other side of the proverbial mountaintop that Dr. King spoke about is ready and waiting for us. That's the work that I want you to do with me. That's the work that we can do together. Because this battle is far from over. This journey is far from complete. But what does it mean if when we get to what we think is the mountaintop, there's nothing there? There's nothing there waiting for us that made it all worthwhile. My biggest struggle with the civil rights movement and the social justice movement is that we're all down for the fight. We know what to do with the dragon. And when we see the dragon, as I think many of us think we do now, we're all ready to rally and slay the dragon. But when the dragon falls, and all dragons do, we go back to business as usual. What I'm calling for as we think about another way in America is to not do that. It's to think about a new kind of an America. One where all of the voices that haven't been heard get heard. One where the consequences of a leader's actions, the impact that they say they want to make, gets evaluated by the people who are most impacted. A more beautiful America is what we need to be trying to create, not just a great one. So I guess I do need to get out of bed. I do, thank God, have a place to go. I have bills to pay. I have people who are counting on me just like you do. But what I want to leave with you with is that each and every one of us has more than just the vote that we used yesterday. We have the voice that we have today. We have the decisions that we will be making tomorrow with the pennies and the dollars that are in our pockets, with the thoughts that we can communicate to our elected officials. And don't be so quick this time to forget who stood with you and who was with you and who will be with you moving forward. Let them know that you're watching. Let them know that you care. Let them know that you're keeping tally of the ways that their words and their promises are in alignment with the impact, with the difference that they're making in the world. Today is just one moment in time, just a moment. And before this video is over, this moment will already be another moment. So don't get lost in the moment, boo. Stay focused on the goal. We can create a different America, a better America, a more beautiful America, if each one of us takes the time to think about what we're doing that makes the world a more beautiful place for all of us. So I'm going to continue to make these messages. I'm going to be putting them on Facebook, and I'll be moving forward from there. I'm glad to see a lot of you here. My God, that's Akaya Winwood. Big hug. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Leslie, Claire, Caroline, Alex, Michael Ray, Tracy, Hope. Wow. Milano, love you too, Olga. I'll see you soon. And what's going on here isn't just happening in the United States. It's happening in London. It's happening all around the world. So there means that there are a lot of people who are ready to do something different and to feel differently. So with that, I'm going to get up, put my smile on, work on this nappy wool on the top of my head, brush my teeth and take a shower, and head on down to the work that has to be done. I love you much. If this means anything to you, share this message, but also let's keep this conversation moving forward. Have a great day. Bye-bye.